everyone, it's me, Eartha. Welcome to Transition Awareness Breathing. As the cold weather sets in, sometimes, especially if we're not accustomed to the cool breeze, we have to gradually get ourselves climatized to the cold weather. Remember, dress in layers and drink lots of fluids. It's very important to stay hydrated. Long sleeves and gloves are good. Hats are nice. The important thing, I think, in mindfulness is to be aware of the changes that's around you right now. The wind, the coolness, the crisp sunshine. And when you're walking, be aware of the crunchiness underneath your feet. And maybe that's all for right now. And maybe a walk in the park is a little bit too much. But maybe like walking from your car to the store, or for children as you're walking to school. Take an opportunity for a mindful walk and look at the changes around you. Changes is one thing that is constant. I think we've all heard that before. As the seasons change, keep in mind it's for a reason. It's to refresh and renew and to rest. A lot of plants and flowers and trees, they go into a dormant stage. And some animals, they hibernate, re-energizing, refueling, getting ready for a new season. One thing that I have my students do is an exercise. It leads into the breathing exercise of smelling the flowers and blowing the candle. And instead of like bringing a flower, I ask my students, we're going to participate in making flowers. And they were all for it. The mindfulness part of this exercise is no scissors are allowed. I was amazed at how long it took for us to begin the exercise. It took them a long time. They were hesitant. They got a little bit anxious. Some tried to sneak out and use their scissors. Said, oh no, put the scissors away. And so that was a change. And I realized and I recognized that for them, my kinder to third graders, they were going through a transition and using a skill that they're not accustomed to using because they were accustomed to maybe in class or at home using scissors to cut shapes. Look how long it takes for our children to have their fine motor skills developed so they can use their cutting motions. It takes a lot of coordination. And now I was telling them no scissors allowed. That was a showstopper. But with persistence and a little bit of encouragement, they decided to participate in this activity. And I encourage you, get some paper, some construction paper, different colors, and start tearing the paper, tearing it into different shapes. Today, we made a flower. And maybe add some landscape to your flower. I just finished a flower with an image of a sun. I think I'm going to add to that image and see what it comes up, what it looks like. The ripping of the paper for me was very satisfying. just tearing it up, just frustrations, anxieties, anything that seems to kind of stir negatively, just tear it. And when I'm finished with my flower, what I have my students do, I put a little fragrance on there, lavender, but what I used also was scented glue sticks. This one is watermelon. It smells nice. And so we use those as something that could stimulate our sense of smell. So when we're doing our mindfulness craft, we're actually involving most of our five senses. No tasting, please. But maybe after you're finished doing your project, you can get a nice cup of hot chocolate or tea or a latte. When my students ask for a latte, please. And blow the latte. Smell the flower and blow the hot chocolate. Instead of a candle, smell the flower and blow the chocolate. And as you blow into your hands, you can feel the temperature change. Ask yourself, as you're doing this activity, what feelings are you experiencing with each step of your activity? And when you're finished, what do you think about your creation? How does it make you feel? It's kind of more than I expected. I think I'm going to add to it. I feel like it's incomplete. How does your flowerscape make you feel? Have fun with it. Maybe even use papers that's not construction paper, maybe newspapers or magazines. It's something that we can do inside, and it's not expensive. Piece of paper, glue stick. Have fun with it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll talk to you next time. Transition Awareness Breathing Podcast. Bye.